who just started stand up here in Knoxville here recently, but he's mad funny. He's a little eccentric is the word. Give it up for my friend and soon to be yours, Mr. David Hable, y'all. Clap! God damn it!
So when I do my hair up, I either look like Aragorn or an early age dad. Some people tell me I remind them of Mitch Hedberg. I haven't seen any Mitch Hedberg, so I wouldn't know how his jokes go. I mean, are they one-liners or anything? Well, that's what I've heard. Anyways, I've heard about him. I have yet to see him because I'm too lazy and stoned. On cigarettes. What was I going to talk about? How are y'all doing tonight? Woo's a good answer. I like woo. Woo's better than boo. Let's see. Once I got a death threat from a girl who I've been seeing for a while. And that's how you know you're into some serious shit. Now, usually I date, intelligent girls, but she was the one time when I cheated on that rule of thumb, because her death threat had typos in it. I left town last summer. This is a true story. This is how I wound up in Asheville, for anyone who knows about that. I just thought, okay, I'll be protecting myself and my friends. Then I saw her on Tinder, listed as 3 miles away from me, in Asheville. Well, that didn't work out. But I didn't match with her. That's the beauty of Tinder. So she couldn't triangulate my location through any clever science shit. And she did have typos in her text, so she probably wouldn't, unless she's dating a Russian of some sort, or like some, very nerdy guy. But I don't think so. Because I think, they would see the typos. I was a lazy English major, but I was an asshole about it. So if I got typos in a text, I might not point it out, but I'll think about it. And I don't do text type. I'm an old man. I'm a really old man in a young man's body. Which isn't how it sounds. Hey, butts were talked about on stage earlier, so I could feel anything they talked about. Yeah, he told you I'm eccentric. Why is the good shit at Goodwill always like extra, extra large? I was prepared to wear this on Sunday, and then I remembered it's Easter. I can turn your alcohol into better kind of vodka. It might be kind of cheap and shitty because I don't know much about vodka. But I can do it. And I can't part water, but I can part my hair. And it gets even worse when I pull this up. Johnny Cash died for your sins. Now for a while that was my main picture on Facebook. Is me standing in front of a church wearing this. Now all you sinners will be redeemed if you give yourself over to the word and teaching of Jesus Christ. I never hear that. I live across from a church, but I've yet to hear that. I think the guy who runs it was the dad of a soccer player who I was on a team with. Also, fucking Easter bunny tie. I was all ready to wear this on Sunday too, but I didn't. But it's close enough to Easter that it's still okay to have a bunny tie and brag about having a bunny tie, I guess. Okay. One more thing. I started walking around my park, my neighborhood recently. I found out that this one street over, there's a giant hill with a view of downtown. I can see the sunset on downtown. The only problem is between the sunset and me is an elementary. So if I walk up with these sunglasses on, I automatically feel creepy. Like, I don't know if this makes me pedo or not, but like, I always like try to make eye contact with the people around me. Like, be like, hey, I'm making eye contact with you, so there's nothing to be ashamed of, and I've got nothing I'm guilty of. Therefore, I'm not a pedophile. That's my real logic. Anyways, it's lovely to see you in Knoxville, and I'll hand the mic back over now. I'm David Hable. Enjoy your night.